the Beards, Beards, and Bullshit podcast. I am Joe. We got Stump here and a fun-ass band from Seattle called Kids on Fire. Guys, how the hell are you?
Good.
Tired.
Wow. Everybody at once, please. So, I'm glad I was able to get all of you. Johnny was like my main point of contact, and I didn't know, because this all started because of TikTok, and Johnny is the one that is the Kids on Fire TikTok. So I was hoping that we were going to get everybody, but I wasn't 100% sure. Thank you guys. I'm glad you came.
Yeah.
Kevin, I got to talk to you last week, which was cool, but now we're in a different type of environment.
Yeah, I'm at home. More comfortable. I go smoke during the interview.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Feel free to smoke, drink. If you got to take piss breaks like I do, just leave. It's totally fine.
Cool. Leave the camera on and bring it with you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I might even set up, get my other phone going and just be like, Joe on the go. And you guys can come to the bathroom with me. So, I like to start out every episode like this. So I'll start with Johnny. Johnny, tell me your life story in 2 minutes or less.
My life story in 2 minutes or less. Oh man. Well, it was a crazy day when I was born. I don't know. So let's see. My mom and my dad are both not from this country. My mom is from Holland or the Netherlands, and my dad is from the Philippines. And they came over here and met somewhere around high school time, 14, 15, and have been together ever since. They had me and my sister. I grew up in Seattle. I don't know. I enjoy punk rock. I've worked a million different jobs. I'm currently a tattoo artist. I probably will be a tattoo artist forever. I don't know, man. There's a lot. But yeah, that's the basic, I would say the meat and potatoes of the situation right there.
Fantastic. That was a good life story. 2 minutes or less. 2 minutes or less. Mikey Haha, you are next.
Right on.
Tell me your life story. 2 minutes or less.
2 minutes or less. All right. Short, chubby kid that grew up in Southeast Idaho. Got tired of living in Southeast Idaho because it's Southeast Idaho. Moved as soon as I was 18 up to Seattle with thought I was going to be a big, huge rock star like every small town kid does. And that never happened, obviously.
Yep.
Somehow fell ass backwards into a career in printing. I've been doing that for like 15 or 16 years. And right about the same time I did that, I met Johnny, and we started a band called Range City Swillers back in the day, and pretty much played every club in Seattle that you can think of. And then eventually that mutated into Kids on Fire, and been doing that ever since. And still short and chubby.
And not ginger.
Not ginger.
No,
Huge misconception.
Everybody thinks
that is a very hard fact.
Everybody thinks it. It's not true.
He's
Animal,
a secret ginger.
I know your story, but you are next just for this episode.
Okay.
Just lie.
I was born and raised on the cold and bone chilling 50-degree weather, Bay Area, California. Guess I'll just pick up where I left off last time. I moved up here about 10 years ago. Had a couple friends from college who lived up here. Didn't really know anyone in the music scene at all. Started hanging around the morgue and bugging the DIY venue in Georgetown that used to exist, and bugging people there. And they thought I was a narc for the first 3 months I came around. Because I looked just weird enough to fit in, but I was too nice, and I offered to help clean up and brought tea and cookies.
I mean, that's pretty typical narc behavior right there.
I'm pretty much playing the long game. I'm a decade in undercover right now. I got all y'all on a list.
Well, we're screwed.
A couple of years, about 2 years into that, I joined Dreadful Children, which I've been in about 9 years now. And that's how I met Kids on Fire. That's how I met Johnny and Mikey, going to see them at local shows and playing shows with them. One of the biggest shows I remember playing was with the first big shows for me, Stiff Little Fingers. Opening for them was with Kids on Fire opening as well. And then, joined Kids on Fire about, was it 4 years ago now?
2017?
Yeah.
No, 2018.
January 2018, so 4 years ago. And they've been sick of me this whole time, but they haven't been able to get rid of me. Yeah, I've become a narc in this band too. I'm really building the cover.
He's got too much dirt on everybody.
Yeah, and I have the bank accounts, so that helps.
He controls the money.
What up, kid?
He does do all the booking, and we prefer, so it makes it a lot easier. So
That's true.
That's always a good thing, especially when it becomes the drummer's the one that does the booking. Because
I'm on time.
Because I can hear you.
Give it. Hold on.
They come out of nowhere.
I got distracted.
But anyways, so with all that, so with you guys being Kids on Fire and everything, I know that you guys have all had different successes in different bands, done all that. For me, I want to know, and this is something that I like to ask a lot of bands too, is what is the worst band you guys have ever played with?
Oh,
worst band that we've ever just in Kids on Fire?
Just in general, as just musicians in general.
That is, in general.
Like they were another band and we played a show with them, or the worst band we were in and played?
No, that you guys not played in, but played with on stage at a show.
Oh man,
Ooh.
Feels like throwing people under the bus here.
It's okay. This is a safe space because I have my stories too. And
hands down, worst one. Let Me Downs.
Only because they let you down? Is that why? Because we brought it multiple times that we've played with you guys. You weren't in Dreadful, you played. Actually, no. I've technically played two different shows with you. One, you played at Elko. We played at the Funhouse the same night. And then also we played at Charleston when you were when you played with Kids on Fire. So we played with you twice.
And actually, the reason why is because you didn't live up to your name. You brought me up way too much while you played, and I was expecting to be way more depressed by the end of the show.
Fair enough.
You didn't let me down. That's the problem.
Does that count? Yes.
That is actually that's actually really good. I like that.
So this wasn't with. I'm racking my brain, but this wasn't with Kids on Fire. But it was it was with Kids on Fire. It was with our original lineup though. We played some like random Sunday show at El Corazon in the big room that we got asked to do like last minute.
I remember that.
And I can't for the life of me remember what the band's name was, but they ended up being kind of like a Creed, kind of like radio sounding like
they were super
band.
like,
they were local, and they
Creed.
thought that they were gonna be the next big fucking thing. But they did like a total wardrobe change before the show, and there was like maybe 5 people at that show. That was pretty bad.
That was very bad.
I know that type of show. I've done a few
And
of
then
those.
they kept trying to inflate the numbers. Like I don't know if you guys remember Reverb Nation.
Yep.
So they used to have like a function on there where you could tell like, oh, we played this show and this many people attended it and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, we played this show at Elko, 5 people, whatever. And I'd go back and look at it and be like, oh, there was like 85 people. But like, no, there's 5. There's 5 people there.
Can that place even fit 85?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking of. Oh no, I know. El Corazon. No, I'm thinking of.
Oh, you thinking of the Victory? Down the street?
I haven't been in freaking Seattle in so freaking long. I'll get
Well,
there
frick.
eventually.
That was a pretty bad one. That was a pretty bad band. They were. Wish I could remember their name, but yeah, it was. I
It
don't
was
know.
bad. And I don't mind playing in front of like nobody,
Yeah.
but the whole vibe of that show was terrible. It just wasn't fun.
I don't know. I mean, we were having fun just because it was basically a practice, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just weird. It's always weird to see a band when they come into town or when they come to a show and they're dressed like normal, and then like fucking 10 minutes before the show they come all out. I mean, these dudes had handkerchiefs like tied to their belts that were like, I don't know. They were like a weird mix between like a glam band and like a Creed style alternative rock band.
They were trying to make it.
I wish
man.
I knew.
It was very weird.
Was it Madison Drive?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. There's that. I mean, God, fuck, I don't know. You remember anything else? I'm racking my brain for like.
I mean, we played so many shows. That show with Drive It Like You Stole It, that was pretty bad,
Yeah.
if I recall. But I wouldn't say it was like up on the level of the worst show.
There was that show that we played with. What was that? It was like a reggae band. One of the shows that Greg put on back in the day.
Oh,
This band.
Oh,
Not-
yeah. We played that show. It was at the Fun House. I can't remember the name.
Was it
the
Warsaw, Poland?
Poland Brothers.
Was that it? They ended up playing like everybody was supposed to have half hour set. They played for like an hour and 20 minutes. We got to play for 10 minutes.
while you're
Yeah,
on
they
the
went
subject,
way,
let me
way
just
over.
say, when you mentioned Greg, and everybody has a Greg story, right? The sweetest, most sketchiest person I have ever met in my entire life, and I miss the guy dearly.
That is a great way to put it.
It was like I would give him so much shit. It's like, yo, you know you owe me money. No, yeah, no, whatever. And I was like, I made the joke. Some people got offended by it. Some people understood. I was like, well, I guess I'm never getting it. Some people were so pissed off at me after it happened. I was like, no, Greg would appreciate the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg was a sweetheart. He would give you a shirt off his back, but when it came to doing business with Greg, I was like, it's Russian roulette how this is going to go tonight.
Oh yeah.
That was part of the charm of it, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have said so many bad things about him, but they are also very positive, and a lot of people understood that. A lot of people didn't.
Well,
and
I mean, the thing about it is that a lot of the bad things that were said about Greg were true, but there were also a lot of good things that were said about him too. You know?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was
all without
usually
respect.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
And Greg knew it too. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. He.
I mean, it was like the last
Loved
thing I said about him after that happened. You know, was like, you know, everybody's got their story about Greg and shit like that, and he did a lot of like shit that wasn't cool. But you know, like the years before that, you know, that he passed, like he made a lot of like really huge strides to like be a really positive force in like the music scene up here in Seattle. So like you can't
Absolutely.
you know.
I mean, he gave so many bands with people in it who were under 21 who had nowhere to play a chance to play somewhere that, you know, they never would have seen.
Well, and that's the thing. I think that like he doesn't get the credit he deserves for. I mean, local chaos was really important to a lot of bands, and I know like my shitty band that I was in before Mikey and I were in a band. We played a lot of shows for Greg, and like they were hit and miss or whatnot, but we also played some really fun ones, and he let me stay on his couch a bunch of times, and you know, if he couldn't pay you, he'd at least like buy you a bunch of like pitchers of beer, and like I don't know. I love the guy. It bums me out that he's not here anymore. I always think about like, you know, when I'm at a show, it's weird that he doesn't like walk up to me and like, you know, hug me and be like, "Hey Johnny, I got a show coming up. This kid's on fire. Want to play it?" And like hand me some flyer or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll never forget like, you know, Poison Idea there was a show we played over at like Studio 7, and Poison Idea chased him around the venue trying to get money out of him. And then there's like the story about Lemmy trying to get money out of him. I mean, he's a legend.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Can you remember any bands that were terrible to play with?
I don't know. I mean, I think that night at the Funhouse is probably at the top of the list just because they were pretty rude about it. Like us playing for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. Other than that, I don't know. I mean, I was in Neutral Boy for a while, and we definitely played a few terrible shows with terrible bands. I remember I got to play Guitar for Success for a tour that they did, and we played in LA at the Glass House, or not the Glass House, that's in Pomona, but it was like a new venue in LA, and it was really cool. But there was this like local hardcore band that was playing that show as well, and they didn't like that we were on the bill, and so they went backstage and like took out all of our like beer and all that shit and stole it from us, and like threw a big fit about us like being on the bill, and then said a bunch of bullshit on stage. Like that was pretty terrible. But in general, I think Kids on Fire, we've definitely played some shitty shows, but most people have been pretty cool for the most part, I think. Yeah. I would say.
Definitely some weird shows.
Yeah, definitely weird shows.
Or was that?
It's funny that you mentioned Success, and I swear a lot of the bad shows I have played, they have been on that bill as well, but they have never been the issue, obviously. It was, crappy booking, crappy promotions, and literally the lineups were just off the fucking wall. And
yeah.
I felt like it's like we were booked at a show at the Red Room one time, and I think my band at the time and Success were kind of like each other's saving grace, because we're like, we don't know who any of these fucking people are. Mm. Luckily, we knew each other, so it was worth it.
That's rad.
Yeah, I want to say, like, we seem to have had that kind of luck in Eugene a couple of times that we played down there. Like, every band that we played with in Eugene has been a little, like, not necessarily bad, but, like, definitely, like, off the wall. Like,
there have been some good bands.
Yeah. One in particular, the Athearchists, I think their name is. Those guys down in Eugene are fucking off the wall completely.
I'm not sure. Like,
I don't think I.
It's just two dudes. Like, they have literally traveled in a truck that they just play live shows in a truck.
Huh.
That's cool.
Those guys are.
Yeah, I feel like every time we play in Eugene, it's
an experience.
It just doesn't go well. It's weird.
I mean, we've had a battle on these conversations, because I've had totally opposite experience most of the time, because I played there with both Kids on Fire. It's always weird when Kids on Fire plays, but every time I play with Dreadful, it's always been a great show when we played there. So it's like this weird 50-50 every single time.
I don't know. There was not every band we played with down there has been like it's been a weird mix of bills, like every time that Kids on Fire has played down there. But there's been like one rad band that we played with that was like a total like death rock band, and they were fucking dope.
That band was good.
Can't remember their name, but
they were cool.
There was that one show from tour in that middle of nowhere town in California.
Oh, Fresno.
Fresno. Jesus.
That show sucked.
Yeah, well, it
was the aftermath that made it worse.
The person who put on that show was cool as hell.
Yeah. She was awesome. That was Laura. Laura was great.
Nobody
took care of us.
Could have given two shits that we were there, though.
No.
And then we found out
have a Fresno story. My buddies have a Fresno story. They showed up. They went to go play at a show in Fresno. It was a house show. They showed up to the house, and the kid didn't explain that it was his parents' house, and he never asked permission.
Oh, shit.
So the band starts showing up, and he goes, I can't. And I'm like, well, what the fuck do we do? We just drove X amount of time out of our way. Like, what do we do? Well, they kind of got screwed.
I don't know that I've heard like anybody's like tour stories that's played in Fresno that's been like, Fresno was dope. It was so good.
That's the best.
Yeah, well,
Everybody's been like, Fresno, god damn it, you did it again.
the kicker of the whole thing was we played the show and they're like, it was weird. Like we got to take a picture in the middle of a dead ash street because there was no cars driving through Fresno at 2 a.m. And then we find out, after I think it was like a day or two later, we found out we're like, oh yeah, the one of the bands you played with, yeah, it's one of the guys from the Mentors. So we're like, oh god damn it,
Oh, yeah.
no, didn't want that.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That sucked.
Yep.
I remember walking around that day and like, I love like exploring places I haven't really checked out too much. But one thing that always struck me about, I've been to Fresno twice, and it's just like, it's so weird. It's like it's stuck in time. Like they haven't started building things past like 1997. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
I'll
Fresno
agree
was-
with that. Yeah.
and it was hot as balls too.
It was.
It was like middle of July.
Well, that's why we decided we're never touring in September anymore again.
You mean July?
July, yeah.
September is great.
No, September is when we're gonna tour, right?
Were we still sick when we played that show?
We were sick the whole time. I was sick the whole time.
We basically had round robin sickness going from person to person in the van.
Yeah. I feel like I got past the worst of it at that point.
No, I had a respiratory infection the day before we left for tour, and completely the whole way through it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there was I think our best sounding show was like our last night of tour.
Yeah, for sure. That's when my voice finally started coming. I lost my voice completely in Reno, and had to do like death metal, like screaming, just to be able to get anything.
Oh, yeah, I was a wreck.
Reno.
Reno was an experience.
Reno. Oh, Reno. I played in Reno. We played a basement show in Reno, and
At the Pyre Punk's
I
house.
was in Red, White, and Die at the time, and we went to the Golden Nugget to go get some food. The amount of people that were making fun of our vests and calling us skinhead bikers and all this stupid shit was off the wall. And I don't know if you know who Cal Rebels is. You don't fuck with Cal Rebels. This guy was ready to go beat up some fucking drunks. And Cal isn't a fighter. Cal is not a fighter at all. But he was pissed. He was done with that place.
Yeah, Reno is special for sure. It's a trip.
Very.
Yeah, that was
I don't know. We happened that night that we were there. You familiar with Throw?
Yeah.
From Portland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they happened to be playing in Reno like the night that we got into town. So we got to go see them play at Shay's that night, which ended up being a fucking weird night.
That was a weird night.
Yeah. Like
I'm just bummed I missed it. I had to pass out in the hotel because I was so fucking haggard.
no man. You didn't. I don't know. It was just a weird night. It was just like hanging out, watching a punk show, and then a huge flood of Hell's Angels just like walking to the bar. It's like,
oh yeah,
shit got a little weird.
When I was like trying to go to the bathroom and the guy like wouldn't let me go in the bathroom because they were roughing somebody up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
It was gnarly. But seeing throws, nope.
I remember you definitely didn't feel good that night, and I was still doing okay, but I think because I stayed out partying with Paul and Rachel, that's probably why I started to get super sick, like in Vegas.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah, partying is overrated. You don't party. That's when you get all fucked up.
It's dumb.
Partying is stupid. I don't recommend any kids do it. It's stupid. So, where did the band Kids on Fire, where did that name come from?
That is one of the most asked questions.
Is it though? Oh, it came from. You familiar with the documentary? Came out about probably 15 years ago, called Jesus Camp.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
So, Kids on Fire was the summer summer like Christian camp that this documentary was filmed at. And me and a friend were watching that documentary on a trip. We were in Austin, Texas, like on just visiting friends. And we were watching that. And I sat through that whole thing just horrified. And I was like, that is a fucking weird name for a Christian, some kids on fire, like Christian summer camp in Devil's Lake, fucking whatever. Where I think the town that they were in was called Devil's Lake. So I don't know. That name always stuck in my head. And when I got back to Seattle, I mentioned to these guys because we were transitioning from Rain City Schwillers into Kids on Fire, and we were going through a whole slew of terrible, terrible band names. And that was bad ones. Not to say that this is not still a terrible band name.
Hey, no, but it lends to lots of mystery.
Sometimes those mistakes work, though.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that, well, not everyone, but we definitely get asked, like, are we called Kids on Fire because there's gingers in the band?
And then they all assume Mikey's a ginger.
Well, that's just what everybody automatically assumes, is that's what the name came from.
I actually like that. That actually makes sense.
I actually had I do the money for Kids on Fire, and I do the money for Dreadful Children, and I had to call my bank. And I was like, hey, I need to, there's some weird transactions on these accounts. I need to like check on something. And they're like, oh, could you tell me the account name? And she, like, before I could even say anything, she just started cracking up. She's like, oh my God, that's the best account name ever. Is that like a savings for your kids? I was like, no, fuck that.
Oh, see, that's why I always wonder that you never get asked about, and the fact that you're in two bands that are both Kids on Fire,
kid related.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Anytime I tell somebody new, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in these two bands, and they're like, there's both kids that like kids, or children in there. Is there something common there? I was like, nope, that's pure coincidence, and I fucking hate it. I'm not a child. I'm not a kid person.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. The name just kind of stuck in my craw for a while, and then we were trying to think of a name, and I was like, ew, what about Kids on Fire? That's a funny name. And it was the least dumb sounding one out of like the list of dumb names that we had. So
what was the runner-up? Was it Kali Ma?
I think so for a minute, yeah. But that was only because we had a cool logo idea for that one.
Yeah.
Well, but it lends great to, when we hit it really big and we're under contract and can't play little one-offs, we can play as our alter ego in Fuego Boys.
In Fuego Boys.
In Fuego Niños.
Burnt Children.
And we'll play a show with Mariachi El Bronx.
Dude, that band still tripped me out when I found out that. Yeah. Hey, I got a pee. Stumpy, take over.
So, okay. So basically you guys, did the whole thing from going from one band to another name-wise. So with that, I guess my thing is what is, let me think of a good way to put this. Basically, from going from, band name to band name, what is your favorite restaurant to eat at while you guys are on tour?
Subway.
I mean, Subway's
that's just the easiest.
It's the
okay,
Subway's the easiest one to get to. Yeah,
in and out.
Bad.
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Subway's the easiest. In and out's my favorite.
I heard in that whole thing was just Subway.
I like Del Taco a lot.
My audio keeps breaking up, and I don't know why. So I apologize if it looks like I'm not really paying attention, but I'm trying to focus on what's happening because it keeps cutting out like a broken record.
Oh yeah.
And it keeps skipping, so I'm just trying to focus as best as I can. So I apologize if it looks like I'm just zoning out, but I'm actually really focusing and trying to understand what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
So it sometimes goes in and cuts out completely. So I'm just kind of like, I'm just
Everybody
left.
talks at once.
Yeah,
There
Have you
needs-
tried turning it
there
up
needs to be
louder?
subtitles. So
yeah. No, I think for ease, it's probably Subway just because it can appease everybody's dietary restrictions and whatnot. I don't know why I'm doing air quotes all the goddamn time here. I don't know. I feel like Ricky Bobby right now.
Oh,
well, I'm just that's it.
Yep.
That's all you get.
Yeah.
I look forward to Del Taco. I will say that. And
Okay.
I don't know that people ever say that.
Oh, mine is always crossing the Oregon border. Get the animal style fries and the animal style burger.
So, In-N-Out, when I did eat meat, I would get a double animal style with no pickles and a root beer, but I learned that I can get a root beer milkshake, and no one told me I can do that on their secret menu. I just learned that you can do it. Same thing with the Neapolitan milkshake. No one told me you can do that.
That's
Oh yeah,
awesome.
half the shit that you can do isn't even on the secret menu, which is supposed to be secret.
Well, yeah, you just learn it. And there was one right by my house when I lived in Arizona.
That was a 5.
So every chance I got, I would literally go, and that's what I would have. And my mom would be like, "This is the grossest thing in the world." I'd be like, "This is better than McDonald's, better than Burger King." But we also had a Whataburger close to where I lived. And see that everybody will say, no. But when you live in Arizona, you have like a lot of the chains that you don't get to have anywhere else. But we also didn't have a Carl's Jr. near us. We also didn't have a Burger King near us, or even the hometown I'm from. We didn't have a Burger King for 20 some odd years. So to be able to have an In-N-Out literally like within 5 minutes of my house, I mean, and a Whataburger, I'm taking it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm in the minority of a lot of people because, like, a couple of times I've had In-N-Out, I'm
mediocre.
underwhelmed.
I was not happy when I had In-N-Out. I think In-N-Out's shit.
I was just underwhelmed by all the hype that I've been given about it, and it wasn't any better than any other burger place I've been to.
Oh yeah.
But
There's a lot of hype.
Well, it's perfectly fine to be wrong sometimes. It's okay. That's life.
That's what I tell everybody who's big on In-N-Out burger. Everybody who
you know
likes
what?
an
A
In-N-Out
burger is a
burger, I'm
burger,
like,
okay?
No, it's not.
What I will,
It's not.
Yes,
what I
it
will
is.
say is one of my special finds that I just recently discovered one in like Kent, but they're kind of hard to find. And I used to love this back in my college town was Pita Pit.
Oh man, Pita Pit.
That shit is bomb.
Oh yeah.
My ex-girlfriend, her roommate worked there, and so we had like a bunch of free like cards or whatever, and so we would just use those all the time. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, they're the only one I know of is in Bellingham, I think, that's left.
I just accidentally drove by one in Kent on the way home from a show on Friday at like 1:30 in the morning because Lizzie had to have Taco Bell.
My wife is that way with Taco Bell. It doesn't matter. She has to have Taco Bell.
Yeah, Lizzie from Disorderly is hands down. If she's been drinking end of a show, we drove like 20 minutes out of the way just to get Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is my go-to, I will say.
I would go to Taco Bell more if they brought back their Mexi Nuggets. Like the spice, the one with all like the spices.
Those were good.
Oh, when I toured down in California with Phasers on Kill, we went to this place in Oakland. I don't remember the name. I think it was like La Victoria or La something.
Mhm.
But they had the best. I call them burros. Most people call them burritos. I can argue about what a burrito and a burro is every single day, whatever. But they had
Actually, it's a sandwich.
The what? You cut out once you said it, so I don't know what you just said.
I said, actually, it's a sandwich.
It's not. But anyways.
It's not a fucking sandwich.
He's doing it just to get under your skin, man. He's
But
doing
a hot
it to
dog
get
is
under
a
your
sandwich.
skin.
But anyway, so basically, like, we had one of the best burros I've ever had, and it was in California, and it was at this place, and I still can't remember. But I just remember it was by a venue that we played, and it was probably like they didn't speak any English. So when you walked in there and you're ordering food, you would have to be like, oh, a number, whatever. I literally ordered everything for myself, and my bandmates were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm ordering off of the menu. I'm ordering what it's saying. And the lady's like, do you like? I'm like, yes, I know what I'm getting. I want that. And also give me the green sauce, please.
Yeah.
Like, she was just like, oh, okay. Like, and literally handed me for me, it'd be more than a handful, but literally, like, she just handed me just a shit ton of Verde sauce and like everything. I'm just like, I'm cool with this. And I don't remember the name of it. And I wish I did. And because I want to go back because it was one of the best burro places I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I will say, like, since moving to Seattle, I have found a severe lack of good Mexican food after coming from
It's
Oakland.
hard.
It's true.
Like, even the shitty Mexican places in Oakland, like the little chains of like 5 or 6. The one where I grew up around, it was called El Grulense, but everyone called it El Greasies because it was just the greasiest. Like, walk up, like the eating area. Every single one of them is totally fucked up, and the windows are smashed and stuff. And you just get it, you go home, you eat it, and you basically shit it out all in one night. But it was like, you need food at 10 p.m. That's where you go.
And it's out.
I don't know. I think
That's still better than most Mexican places here.
A lot of people say that also, but also a lot of people aren't trying to hit up a lot of the places in Burien that I drive by every fucking day.
Yeah, White Center.
I drive by like 10 Mexican places on Ambom that I know nobody goes and checks out, that everybody who complains about it, though.
Burien, though, has some pretty good Mexican places.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But a lot of people are always, Seattle, there's no good Mexican food up here. I was like, have you tried White Center or Burien at all? Because there's a shit ton of them.
And I'm all for that, but like,
really good.
Where I'm from, though, like Mexican, I'm literally like, I grew up about not even, I don't know, it's probably about an hour and a half away from Mexico. So for me, when people are like, oh, Mexican food, I'm like, do you actually know what Mexican food is? Like, because the stuff I'm used to is not what it is here. Here, it's like Baja food. It's like when you add so much shit to it. It's like, that's not Mexican food. They don't do that. It's very like sauce. It's very like meat or non-meat. It's very vegetarian based. But when they add like all this other stuff into it, it's like, okay, you're ruining what it really is.
Yeah.
But that's just what I'm used to.
I mean, I would never compare anything up here to like down in like San Diego or anything like that by any means. Just saying, there's decent food up here.
You know what I've yet to see up here is chicken in a bag.
What?
The fuck?
Chicken in a bag? Yeah, when I was down in my mom used to live down in Mexico around Rio Puerto Vallarta. And so I went and visited her and went over to like Sayulita and Puerto Vallarta and just a couple of towns around there. And you go and you just buy chicken, like your meal's chicken, and they just give you a chicken in like a plastic bag, and you just eat it while you're walking around the street.
That's actually kind of cool. We never did that. But that does actually sound. Did they at least do sauce or anything, or was it just a plain chicken?
No, it was just like a barbecued chicken, like a whole like mini like squab or something, like, and just plopped it in the bag, and you just pick at it while you're walking around.
Although I will say, like, anyway, like if you really want to appreciate the options that you have here in Seattle, let me take you to my hometown in Idaho for like 5 days and see the lack of options you have there. Then you'll appreciate what you have up here.
Dude, I went to Boise 2 months ago, and that place is shit. I fucking hate Boise. I hate Idaho in general. Let me just say, I hated Idaho in general. That place is shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's very few things to like about Idaho, and most of the things I like about Idaho are family related. So,
a lot of my dear friends are from Idaho, so that's how I think about Idaho. But as a state itself, it's probably not my favorite state to visit, unless like actually. We haven't done it in a long time, but whenever we go down and play shows in Idaho Falls, where Mikey is from, it's usually like really awesome.
Yeah, because there's like 50 punk skater kids that are bored out of their minds.
Yeah.
So when a band comes from out of town, they're like, oh, sweet.
What you eating there, buddy? Jesus Christ. Could you crunch any louder? I can still hear out of this one.
Is it gas station chili?
Sorry.
Gas station chili?
Let me grab a really big one.
Fuck. Here, let me edit this mic settings real quick and turn him down even more.
I was already pretty low because of the.
Nope. Screw that. Nope. He's cut off. He can't. Nope. He can't. No. Just.
You can't take them anywhere.
Right? Clearly.
True.
I'm just trying to help.
Gas station
Help the sound
chili,
here.
spaghetti on salad, you know.
I don't think, like, when we were on tour, I don't think there was ever a moment when you were driving where I didn't see you munching on something.
No. He has food stored in like hidden
It's
compartments
constant.
in his jacket and pants, like all over the place. Like
I'm
he'll
a
be driving
chipmunk.
and just
Just
Fucking chipmunk.
cargo pockets.
Like, do you ever just have like your snack while you're playing drums and you just like pull out like a corn dog or some shit?
I wouldn't doubt that he does do that during shows. I wouldn't doubt it.
That would be awesome.
I know. I actually.
That's why you're headbanging all the time, isn't it? So nobody sees you snacking on stage.
Yeah, that's it. Here, let me just. Oh, hey, a cookie.
I totally want to do that. I totally just want to have like a bag of chips next to me while I'm playing a song, but because a lot of the songs that like my band ends up playing, it's way too fast. I don't get a chance to like just grab it and keep going. I can barely just lift my glasses up and keep going. So, you know.
No, I have a rule of I don't eat. Like, I try not to eat 2 or 3 hours before I play. Otherwise, I'm just going to puke. Like, I've become this close to, like, just puking all over the front of my drum set during a set. And you can't stop. That's
awesome.
the problem. You can't stop just because you puke. You got to keep going. Then you spray puke all everywhere. I don't know of yourself.
I've gotten close myself, but I luckily enough have never, it's never, you know, knock on wood that it won't ever happen. But, yeah.
But imagine how great that video on TikTok would be of you just playing, all of a sudden puke flies, and you're just hitting the drum as just puke is just flying in the fucking air,
Flying around.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a hometown show and I can go and like shower or at least hose off or something, that's one thing. But a tour show and we got to get back in and drive for 4 hours, I know these guys are gonna fucking hate me.
Same. Yeah. No, I don't know if I could ever do that. Not on purpose.
I don't even care about the drum set. I can clean that up. It's more like I don't want to walk around with puke in my beard and my hair for the next 2 days.
Yeah.
That's pretty punk rock, though, man.
That's one of the
It is pretty
reasons I
punk
took the beard off.
It's pronounced puke rock.
Yeah. Oh.
Puke.
I know Johnny remembers this from back in the day, but I don't know if any of you guys saw or remember a band from Seattle, like probably like mid 2000s. There was a band called Jimmy Flame and the Sexy Boys.
Jimmy Flame. I remember that.
This dude was like,
oh shit.
This dude was fucking notorious for like 1 or 2 songs in, or right before they would play, would literally just vomit like before a show, because he would always get like excited or nervous before a show, and would just.
Oh, there was
Hold
on stage. It was.
Oh, there was a local band here in Tacoma. I won't say their name, but
Sock.
the singer.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Sock and the yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
he was very but he was like the Asian Gigi Allen. And puking, dick out. He was, but that was his stage character. It was so freaking weird when like I saw them when they had like a reunion show on like Christmas Eve. I saw him at the show, and then I saw him in an after party later, and he was 2 different freaking people. Like it was insane. But that was them. He would just everybody knew what they were gonna do, and it was gonna be a complete shit show. Literally a shit show, because there has been a time where there was shit involved.
I saw them at a house show. I don't remember the name of that house, but I do remember him throwing up.
House show in Tacoma?
It was in Tacoma, yeah. God,
Was it-
Chuck,
It wasn't.
his name was
I could
Chuck.
tell. I could tell you. Oh, was it at the Safari House?
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
our arch nemesis, because I used to live in the Nemesis house. I don't know, and we were like literally a block away, and so we would always have like a war between each other. And yeah, they did some shit that we got in trouble for. They took a banner and put a giant dick across our yard, called it the Nemesucks house. And it's like, dude, we are on the main fucking street right here. Our landlord drives by.
Jesus.
But yeah, I like those guys. Those guys have been my buddies for a while.
That's cool.
So I know we've sidetracked from all that. What is the worst venue in Washington State you guys have ever played?
Worst venue.
I don't like playing the Rendezvous. And it's nothing against the Rendezvous. Like, they're cool people, but there's like seats in there and it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
I always wanted to play there because I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about if the places have closed down, if they're still current, like any place in your guys' area.
For
The
me,
Lake Point.
for me, it was the second Hell's Kitchen. To me, that made no sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you walk in, and it's literally the stage, and then the bars in the back of the. It made no sense. So
Yeah,
like
second Hell's
that
Kitchen was terrible.
It was. That was for me. With being up here for when that was literally, I didn't get a chance to play the first Hell's Kitchen. I got to go to a couple of shows, but I never got to play the first one. But I did a lot with the second one, and I wasn't a fan. That's just me though. But I've also had a lot of
the room itself where the stage was, like, it was like I liked the stage that they had at the second Hell's Kitchen. I didn't like the whole entire room that was second Hell's Kitchen.
Now my newest one I kind of have a love-hate with is gonna be oh god, what is it called? I drawing a blank on it now. It's the pig, the plaid pig. If they did a corner stage instead of that weird stage and then have that half wall literally where like it sounds from an audience perspective, it sounds awful. But stage wise it sounds okay. Like when you're on stage it actually sounds decent.
Yeah.
But
it's fine.
Like
I love having the back room. I love having the back room to set up my gear and not having to like strike it like right in where all the people are, or outside because it rains so much here.
There's so many venues that has opened up since I left that I don't even know half of these places. There's so many new places since I left Tacoma that it's like I don't know what the Plaid Pig is. I don't know what what the hell's the other one? I don't know what the airport looks like now. I don't know what the hell that looks like now. I haven't been there since it was
airport rules.
So I heard am I wrong? Am I completely high, or did I hear that they were like expanding that place?
They are. They're going to be knocking out. They got the business next door, the building. They're going to be knocking out the wall. And from what I've talked with the owner, and from what I understand, it's going to be a bigger stage than Jazz Bones.
Yeah.
Well, they might as well connect it to Real Art at that point if that place is even still open.
He's wanting to make it
the other way.
Yeah, so he wants to make it bigger than what it is now, and Dano really does have the opportunity to do that, and he has enough connections within with doing everything as long as he's done it, that he honestly can do almost like a almost not an amphitheater, but smaller than an amphitheater, so where it could fit more people than Kevin said than Jazz Bones. Jazz Bones is a great place to play. I just wish they would have. Here's the only thing for me that irritates me about a lot of venues, and you guys will probably agree. There is no place for bands to set up or put their gear and it to be safe. I hate the fact that I have to leave my shit outside in a vehicle while the other bands are playing, and it's like, I don't feel comfortable with that.
See,
put up
Old
something.
Funhouse.
that's what I miss
Old
about the
Funhouse
old.
has a nice room.
Exactly. The old fun house. That's what I miss about that. And the,
Yeah,
and the
that
morgue.
Old Funhouse was
The
awesome.
morgue.
And that's what I like about the pig is that you can store in the back of the pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the I will say that I love that the pig does have a room like that. Like, but all these other venues, they're not they want bands to play, but they don't cater to bands. And to me, it's just like, hold on, we're the ones that are making you money. You need to cater to the musicians who are going to make you money.
Yeah.
Like, there's this weird like even I won't say the venue, but we played up in Seattle not too long ago. And they told us we were not allowed to bring our gear in due to the liquor law. And I'm like, I've played here I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times that I've played this specific venue, and I've never, as long as I've played here, have never had anyone tell me I cannot bring my gear in due to the liquor law.
Yeah.
And
I was
to
saying-
me, I don't know if it just started. I don't know if it's a new law, but that's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
I
I'll say one of the weirdest venues I played was in Moses Lake, and we went out. Yeah, well, you just gotta say the name Moses Lake. That's it.
Like,
That's weird.
Yeah, we went out. We got a guarantee, and went out and played with Moral Crux on St. Patty's Day on a Friday when it was just like pissing rain the whole time, and they had one speaker and one mic stand, and that was it, and a little like 8-channel hookup. And so we used all our stands, and we ended up like an hour out after the show playing and driving home at like 2:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Realized we left our stands there. We're like, all right, you guys just fucking keep it at this point. We're not coming back for it.
So I think for me, there's a couple of places. Played at the Blue Moon Tavern a couple of times. Never enjoyed it ever. And it's weird because I know the people there. I have
a landmark.
Huh?
It's a landmark, but it's also terrible.
Yeah, I'm just. It's fucking dirty, and so, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I like playing dive punk bars, but that place is like gross, man. Like I don't know, but like we played a couple of times there back in the day, and never had a good time there. But I've had friends that played there that love it, so I don't know. There was briefly a bar that used to be open across the street from the Kraken for a while.
Oh yeah.
And I forget what it was called. You remember? The Rat and Raven.
Yeah, the Rat and Raven. Yeah.
That place was terrible. That place sucked.
Yeah, I never got to play there, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're not missing it. We played at 10.
I'm
We
okay
spent
with
most of the night. We spent most of the night in between band sets back over at the Kraken, spending our money over there and stuff because we're like, this place sucks, dude.
Well, shit. Like I grew up in Tacoma, so like we had before Dorky's was Dorky's. It was a place called Club Impact, but Club Impact used to also be
I remember that place.
down the street across from the bus station by the Tacoma Dome. That place sucked. Up the street from like the airport, there's a church, and there used to be a basement venue called Club Adrian. That place sucked. I don't know if you guys ever played the Wagon Wheel. That place ruled, except for the tiny ass stage sucked.
Oh.
Wait, what did that place look like?
It was
the
literally
Wagon Wheel.
it was South Prairie outside of Bonnie Lake.
It's way out there, yeah.
Drew from Murakami's Street Jail, whatever else he has done. He was mainly booking over there. Jeremy's family owned it for a hot minute.
His mom still does.
Oh, does she? I thought they sold out.
I don't think so. They just stopped
But
doing
no, that
shows.
place was awesome. That place was awesome, except for the tiny stage and it was a restaurant. But it was still a great place to play, except for what it was. Red Room sucked. Studio 7 was definitely the place that I hated the most.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Terrible.
That was awful.
Studio
Yeah.
7 was terrible.
Did
I
not
hated
shed a
playing
tear
there.
when
I
that
Never
hated
got to play
going
there.
to shows there. Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, I did not shed a tear when that place got shut down.
No,
Oh, not at all.
It was
No.
shady
Well,
too.
the owners were a piece of shit too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I forgot about that place.
They opened a
But
new
the-
club and they asked us to play, and I just shot them down without even talking to anybody. It's like,
Yeah.
nope.
But the best venue I will always say will be the Charleston. Not because they're my
yeah.
friends, but because of fucking Steve, the sound guy. He is the best sound guy I have ever interacted with in my entire life.
The Charleston is awesome. For
So
sure.
I'm trying to say, like, my favorite sound guys I've interacted with. I mean, Cody from the old Funhouse was always like my favorite to deal with. He was the coolest. Like, he was always really good to deal with.
Definitely. What about the Winterland in Bremerton?
I did the
I like that
Winterland
venue a lot.
once.
Winterland was always good.
Yeah.
I did that place once. The
The
old
best
AFU,
sound
I don't know
guy-
if you guys ever went there.
Best sound. If we're going with the sound guys, the dude from the Charleston has been the best sound guy I think I've ever had.
Oh yeah. No, he's
Oh,
great.
he's instantly your best friend. Like he
He's a
instantly
really
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy.
For sure.
No, we've never had a bad experience with him.
Never.
Never had a bad experience at the Charleston ever. So
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky.
I mean,
It's nothing bad. It's never anything bad that happened, but there has been bad experiences. But it's nobody else's fault but my own.
I mean, I've been to I've been to shows there that were like wasn't like a big crowd, but I mean that happens, like.
Oh no! If you're ever there and Andy tells you to lay on the bar and he's just going to start pouring liquor in your mouth, don't do it because he's going to go straight to your fucking eyeball.
Oh, no, I have not. No, I haven't had that.
It's great.
I won't tell him which one's my good eye.
Right? Oh, that guy has pulled a gun on me, pulled a knife on me, and all in fun. All in fun. It's just like, oh, dude, our friendship sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe he just hasn't learned your kink yet, Joe.
Oh, that's true. Maybe. Well, Angel was always like the saving grace because we were like trying to shotgun beers one time. He goes, "Fuck, I don't have my knife." Pulls out his fucking gun. She goes, "Nope, nope, 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 not doing that." Especially because we were in the downstairs of their house. He's like, "If we just aim it at the fireplace, it'll be fine." Yeah,
That
she
sounds
might
like
have saved my left hand.
That's a
Yeah.
real
It's a firing
Bremerton.
place.
That sounds like every friend I've ever had from Montana.
Fucking Montana.
I've had good times in Montana. I gotta say.
I like Montana.
Montana's cool.
I've never played there, but I got family that lives there, and everywhere I've been so far that they've showed me has been pretty cool.
I've played once in Montana, and it was a 13-hour drive to play Billings, Montana on Father's Day.
That's you. That was your fault for going to Billings, man. There's closer towns than that.
Hey, I didn't book that show, man. That one can't be blamed on me.
Is there
I
anything
definitely
need
would
from Home
like to
Depot?
play places like that. Just not really the main areas, but apparently a lot of bands like to go to Billings, which I had no idea.
Billings or Missoula or Bozeman.
Missoula.
Yeah, Missoula, but like I've heard from a lot of touring friends that they like to go to Billings for some reason.
Well, isn't that where they have the filling station or whatever? Isn't that the club in Billings? I think.
I'm
I don't
not
know.
sure. I think that's what it is, but no one's told me what venues they play at. They just say they like going to Billings.
Yeah.
So
We played a barbecue joint. So,
Have you ever played the pizza place down in
Chico?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
No, never got to play. I've heard
Oh.
about it though. Back in the day when
Oh.
Katie used to book there.
Man,
I heard about it from like
the
the
best show
Holocaust
I've ever
back in
had.
the day.
Oh, yeah. Man, what's it called? Yes, I have played there, and they're just like you pour your beer on the
Maestros.
floor, and they just throw sawdust on the ground to clean it up. Like, yeah, that was one of the most fun shows. Was playing there.
Oh, I love that place, and I think the most fun I
Monstros,
ever
that's
had
right.
was in Chico.
Oh,
So
yeah,
speaking-
you guys,
Monstros, yeah.
So speaking of that, so what is your guys' favorite drink? What do you guys like to drink? What's your favorite go-to? We already know what Joe's favorite drink is, but what are you guys into nowadays?
I feel like I need to do this right now and just go straight to Johnny and him holding up that Liquid Death.
Well, this, of course.
I do love
Give
their
us a
sparkling.
sponsorship.
Their newest flavors. Have you guys seen their newest flavors yet?
No,
I've seen it. I haven't had
I
them.
think Liquid Death is just, it's so weird. It's water in a can.
It's a tall
But it
boy.
tastes so much better.
Well, so is the
doesn't.
PBR you're drinking.
I will accept that. Okay, I will understand that this is the water that I get.
I mean, my go-to alcohol-wise is always just a tall boy of Rainier and like a shot of whiskey, like Jameson or something.
My man, that's the way to do it.
That's pretty much what I
Come
drink
on.
always.
Come on.
I mean, if I'm doing a shot of whiskey, I'm a Bushmills guy. So, but I mean, as far as like drinking, it depends on the night and how fancy I'm feeling or not. But normally, yeah, it's usually either Rainier or Montucky if I see it, if they've got it.
I'm not a Kentucky fan. I haven't had it, but I've had a friend that just kind of burnt me out on it way too quick. That like he always like tried to get me to drink it so much. I'd be like, dude, just stop.
Yeah.
But like I give Joe shit because I like my Rainier. He likes his PBR. In which there's nothing wrong with it, but he knows I like to give him shit for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it also depends on where I'm at. A lot of times, what determines what I'm drinking that night is where I'm at. Because like back in the day at the old Funhouse, it was Miller High Life in a bottle all the time because I would not dare to drink a beer out of any one of their taps.
Fair enough.
Ever.
Definitely highlight. Yeah.
So
It's okay. I work at a very clean bar, if that means anything. So
yeah,
if you guys I can't book you to play, but
yeah,
I can serve you some very clean taps.
Yeah.
I'll take
just
a picture
like-
out of it today.
My go-to is to just butt chug Monarch vodka.
Boom.
The only way to drink Monarch vodka.
I mean, I have a beer bong with a giant dick at the end of it. I mean, that's the only way I would do it too.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna be a dick about it, then do it. No, I usually drink ginger beer. This is one of my favorites right now. Is the Timber City out of Seattle. It's really
You
good.
can't say ginger. It's a little offensive to some of us. All right, come on, man.
Hey, don't diss on my cannibalism life. All right.
I do like
All right,
ginger.
you guys ready for this
Yeah.
one? You guys ready for this one?
It's the too much information question.
So here's a fun thing. If you were at somebody's house and you were taking a shit, and they ran out of toilet paper, what would you use, and would you tell them about it?
If I can get away with it, I'd probably just run the shower.
That'd be smart
Damn
thinking.
it, I did not plan that out. I mean, because that could easily be like, "Hey, you're out of toilet paper. I'm gonna hop in the shower right quick." Now that's damn it.
Poor man's bidet.
Maybe I need to rethink that. All right, shower is not an option. You are in a bathroom of just hand towels, floor decor, and a sink. What would you do?
A hand towel and then throw it away. Hide it.
I've done it. I've done it, but I didn't throw it away. I put it right
I'm
back
pretty
on
sure
the
I've
thing.
done it.
I've rinsed it off and just put it back on the little. Yeah.
Smart.
Probably the hand towel, but there's a possibility I would maybe do the same thing, but use a sock. Toss it, and then go just bare feet into the shoes after that. I'd feel a little bad about using the hand towel. I think maybe.
I might just be.
Sucks?
Huh?
What if the person sucks? Like, would you feel bad?
Oh well, then I wouldn't. Yeah, if I
That's
well,
different.
well, then I gotta wonder why I'd be at their house. But I mean, if I was at that one friend's house, yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
I think I'd go one of two ways. I'd either do the even lower rent bidet and just stick my ass in the sink and do it that way, or I'd be a total heathen and break up little parts of the cardboard paper tube the paper towel is wrapped around.
But see, if you go to the sink and just clean your ass, like you have to dry off somehow. Do you use the hand towel or do you just go wet?
No, you don't want to.
I mean, I wear underwear. It'll soak it all up at some point.
You could use your underwear to wipe and then just go commando.
I wouldn't recommend that.
I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't either.
I mean,
but...
I've zipped myself up a couple times. I wouldn't recommend commando.
Worst feeling in the world.
Terrible.
I've gotten the nutsack before and the shaft, and both are equally bad.
I have a scar. I have a scar going from the bottom from when I was younger from pajamas that would zip up. I have a scar going from the bottom of it all the way.
Well, now you guys know why they call me Stump.
Hey-o! God, that is
Sorry,
good.
my timing. I get it.
That is good. I have another very important question. Oh, I just squeaked a little bit. I have another important question as soon as I get it pulled up. So I don't think Kevin's allowed to answer this one though because he did it last week.
Oh,
I would say I feel like your question's very shit oriented.
He can't do this one.
And now, the most important question.
Oh, hold on.
Ever
Come on. Will you fucking play the thing? Hold on. No.
And
No!
now, the most important question ever asked.
Who's hotter, Ryan Reynolds or Jason Momoa?
That's tough.
hotter. I got Momoa. Who's more adorable? Ryan Reynolds.
I'd agree with
could
that.
only choose
Actually,
one.
that entire statement.
Oh no, Momoa's hotter.
But why though?
What the fuck?
Momoa makes straight men gay.
But why?
But they both could.
It's-
But what makes one more like attractive than the other?
Come on, man. That mane of hair, that beard, those eyes. Come on.
But Ryan Reynolds
Yeah,
is
but-
fun.
You
Okay.
got the ab tattoos with the pointer going straight down to the dong.
That's
But
true.
what about the personality? One is just funnier than funny. The other one is just good looking.
Yeah, but that's not the question. The question's who's hotter.
Yeah, exactly. You have to put
on Instagram.
you
He
can't
can be
just
funny sometimes.
you can't just put physical on it. You got to put the personality behind it.
I mean,
No,
the way
who's hotter?
I say
Hotter
who's
is not-
hotter is not just. It's not just looks. I have to be able to.
I'm still
the
going
guy
with
has to
Ryan
make me
Reynolds.
laugh.
Well, okay, but also Momoa is one of the nicest guys on the planet.
Betty White called Ryan Reynolds a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I got two more for fucking Momoa. God damn it!
but I'm saying, like, who's the more adorable of the two of them? Ryan Reynolds, obviously.
I'm gonna go curveball and say Joe Myers.
Hey, I'm not on the list. But
Put yourself on the
Correct
board.
answer.
I can't put myself on the board. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So I
I
got
mean, don't
two
get me
more
wrong,
for Momoa. Is that what I'm hearing?
Momoa's got the tattoos, but Joe's got that zipper scar. I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I gotta make the.
It's a tough choice.
Momoa.
It really is.
Oh, it's
actually
no,
a really
yeah,
good choice.
Momoa. Yeah.
I mean, that's a truly tough choice.
But like my
That's
thing
no
is,
knock against Ryan Reynolds though.
my thing is like I go for more personality than I go for looks. But
I'm just saying. I mean, you gotta look at that. Like, look at. Hold on. Will you fucking pop up on the screen? Thank you. Will you just look at just like the hair? That's like that perfect body hair and that look there and. Ryan Reynolds is where it's at. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I agree
fuck.
with you.
I froze.
You're not frozen.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
Like I said,
I think you marry Ryan Reynolds and you fuck Jason Momoa.
Oh,
I'm
100%.
okay. You know what? I'm 100% on board with that. That actually, I can.
Same shit happened last
I'm
week.
cool with
God
that.
damn it.
I mean, that's basically what I just said. I said Momoa's the better one. Ryan Reynolds the more
Momoa's the one night
adorable one.
stand.
But like,
Momoa's the first one that you date, and that who makes you realize that Ryan Reynolds is the one you want to marry.
No.
I actually have to agree with them on that because it's,
Who do you want to grow old with?
yeah. But look at it this
Guy
way
that
though.
makes you laugh?
Momoa would only be good with a hit it and quit it. Ryan Reynolds will bake you cookies in the morning.
I
And
don't
make
think
you
you
laugh.
guys have listened to enough interviews with Jason Momoa. He's a nice guy.
He is pretty nice.
But
He used to look like Billy Zane. That guy is not hot.
You're talking shit about Billy Zane? He was,
I will always talk
he was
shit.
in Demon Knight, sir. He was in
I will
Demon
always
Knight.
talk shit about Billy Zane. For the last 15 years, I've been screaming about how Billy Zane sucks, and there was actually a website called BillyZaneSucks.com. Billy Zane is shit.
He was
Who's
in
Billy
Tales
Zane?
from the Crypts,
Have you ever
Demon
seen
Knight,
Phantom?
sir.
Demon Knight.
That's one of the best movies ever made, hands
No.
down.
The Phantom?
Nobody
Was it
can argue
Titanic?
that point.
He was
Which
Billy
one?
Zane's shit.
He was.
are you, wait, Billy Zane was the Rocketeer.
Billy Zane was
No, he
also
was the
in
Phantom.
Back to the Future part.
Oh yeah,
I think it was
No,
the
he
first one.
wasn't the
One of
Rocketeer. He was the Phantom.
part 2.
Was it part 2?
I feel like it was, but I can't.
Whatever.
remember.
Fuck Billy Zane. That guy can suck my ass.
Well, Derek Zoolander will disagree with you on that one.
Okay, listen. Derek Zoolander. Man, we're about to get into some shit here.
This is driving Joe to drink, Mikey. You see what you're doing?
I gotta
Now
pee.
you
I'll be-
know how we feel every day at every practice.
You just break the drum set again.
Yeah, did he just?
Yeah, this time it like fully exploded. Like it is in all the pieces.
I feel like I need to come on every interview just to so you can break the drum set against the wall.
You have to.
I might be able to make that happen. Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was cheap. My kid didn't want it anymore. It's fine. I'm allowed to break shit.
So
That's fine.
okay.
You can get zany
But
if you want.
also, out of the two of them, also Momoa's single now. Ryan Reynolds isn't.
So?
He's available. Ryan Reynolds isn't. So there you go.
But okay,
To
all
some
right,
people,
so
that doesn't matter.
That's true. But here's the thing, though. Like I said before, Momoa is more of a hit it and quit it. Ryan Reynolds is the one that's going to make you cookies in the morning or breakfast.
Ooh, if he could make me some biscuits and gravy, he could keep me on the hook all he wants.
I don't
Now,
know. Man.
we-
Yeah,
Again,
he'll
I
make
don't
you biscuits and gravy and then just serve it on his ass.
I don't know, man. Again, I don't think you guys have seen enough interviews with Momoa, dude. He's a total family man. That guy, I'm sure he can make you food in the morning.
If he was a family man, he would still be married right now, and he'd have children, and he'd be great, and wouldn't it be?
Momoa reminds me of the kid who hung out with like dudes like us just to be like us, and then ended up taking it further because he's way more attractive than all of us, and all the girls are like, oh, and that's why he's where he is. because you think about it, like he has a certain look. Okay, fine, he has a certain look, but like Ryan Reynolds doesn't have to try. That was a 6.5. So that's
Right.
where I'm at with it.
Beat shows 5 from earlier.
I'm just saying.
Man,
Hey, you know, if you got a problem with
Can't take this away. Can't say that I'm like out of the wrong context. I'm not taking anything away from Ryan Reynolds. Just saying, presented who was hotter.
It's but
Joe,
like I don't know.
you
If
got a
we're going-
problem with Momoa, you just got to make the mimosa the situation.
God damn it! I can't be building drums that fast. So
He's like a 5-second delay.
just a little bit.
I got a 5-second delay for you. It's called my dick. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys shotgun beer? Oh, sorry, Johnny, you're at work. You can't.
I own this place. I can
Oh
shotgun
shit,
it.
that's right.
I drink all my beer.
I drink
Oh,
all my
man.
beer.
I don't have any.
Well,
I have more bubbly water,
Buble water.
buble water. I did
I
shotgun
have
a
a
beer
Sprite
last
that
time.
I can shot.
In the fridge.
I can
I do.
I can pour myself a shot.
You know what? Wait, a shot of what?
Middleton.
I'll do. You know what? If you do a shot of that, I will do a shot of Sazerac.
Let's get it set
I'll be
up.
right back.
Get it set
I'm gonna go
up.
grab
Get
it.
set up.
I have a Shark Jump hard seltzer.
You have a what?
Hey,
Hey. Oh,
used to have an airplane vodka shot in the fridge, but I think it got drank on Thanksgiving when I got shit faced.
What is that?
Is it Reed?
Oh.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. I think I poured a little too much.
Yeah, I didn't pour that much.
I actually, you know what? For being a rye, this one's actually probably one of my favorites.
So this is like an Irish whiskey that I've been having sitting around for a while, but it's basically
I'm gonna have to look into it.
What company is it? It's some company. They basically go to all the distilleries around Ireland and get all of their like remainders that they have from their batches, and they make one like blend mix for that entire year. And
Genesee does that.
That's the middle.
Apparently, Genesee does that with beer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up. You'll have to send me the label so I can find it later.
Yeah, I don't know. I got it for Christmas one year from my buddies because it's like I would never be able to afford it.
My new hobby now is collecting whiskeys. So I drink about half to maybe about 75% of the bottle, and then I end up doing the rest into a infinity bottle. So I'll do a mixture of about 12 bottles. I'll go into one full bottle at the end of a couple, probably 3 or 4 months. Is that the black cherry?
Yeah.
Oh,
drinking.
Joe's going with the big boy.
Ooh.
Well,
No, I'm going with the 6.5 PBR fucking gross. I don't know. I got a 12-pack for Christmas, and I'm just going to use this as a shotgun. But as we're about to do this shotgun thing, let me tell you guys about this cool thing called the pump action shotgun tool. It's by this company called Drunk Engineers based out of Canada. This little fancy device makes your shotgun experiences, I'm starting to drool, shotgun experiences 15 times more enjoyable. All you got to do is you pump this beer in here, you give it a little squeeze, a push, and a turn. You're ready to shotgun with your boys. So all you got to do is go to drunkengineers.ca, get one for yourself, and use the code JM86 to get 10% off of your order. Trust me, I'm not getting paid to do this. I just enjoy this place.
I
got my
shotgunned
beer.
with.
You guys got your shots. We ready to do this shit?
Indeed.
Maybe my phone's falling down.
This is an 8% seltzer.
Seltzer is disgusting.
That's all I had.
I guess you got to keep your figure, right?
Just turn it sideways. There you go.
Stick it straight up your candy ass.
Okay.
Guys, I appreciate you guys hopping in and just talking about all sorts of shit. And this was super fun. And cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, dude.
That tasted like
Fuck.
God, that was awful.
That tastes like cough syrup.
Oh my god.
It was really cold.
Hey,
I've
as long
never
as it's
shotgunned
cold.
one of those. I have never shotgunned one of those. I will never do that again.
Was that
You know
one of
what?
the? Was that one of the espresso
The
ones?
extras. The
Oh.
extras. God, that was
I haven't
shit.
had that.
You know what?
Like,
Next
I'll-
week, Joe, I'm gonna have to get a 6-pack just for the show.
Oh, by the way, I'm sending out the package finally tomorrow, just so you know.
Sweet. Okay.
Finally. Finally.
It'll have what I need in it for sure.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Oh, speaking of, Joe actually is going to be getting this actually when I go to Portland. So
Nice.
Yeah, super excited about that. Hopefully nothing
that's
comes
actually
up at work.
I actually have that specifically for him.
Okay.
Hopefully nothing comes up at work and I have to miss it. But all right, so we have hit the hour 22 mark. I'm going to do Stumpy. Do you have anything else you would like to ask these guys real quick? And
I don't have anything to ask, but I just want to say thank you guys for coming on. Also, thank you guys for being a part of, doing the community stuff that you guys do with the punk rock stuff here in Seattle and Washington. I got to give you guys, a mini golf clap. Thank you.
Damn it.
Because that's literally one of the coolest thing. Exactly. I just got to thank you guys, for doing what you guys do, for being. Every time I see you guys, I mean, I have to give every single one of you guys big hugs. You guys know I always do that every time I see you, and there's so much love and appreciation I got for you guys, for even the bands that we, sharing the stage or even just hanging out. Like, you guys know that I got so much love and respect for you guys. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for being a part of it. Where can everybody reach you guys at?
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do like a whole each person gets to do their thing, and damn it! All right, kind of screwed up. So I'm about to go in an order here. I'm about to go in an order here on my end of the stuff. It looks different down here. Mikey,
Yes.
tell people where they can find you, what you got going on with your, what you want to kind of promote and shit.
They can find us at bandcamp.com/kidsonfireseattle. You can find all of our albums there. You can purchase them or at Tiny Dragon Music at Bandcamp. Be on the lookout. We're gonna hopefully have a new record out here in the next year. Waiting on getting mixes back from that, but hopefully later this year we're gonna have a new album ready for you guys to listen to. So
Sweet. I'm
What
excited.
about social medias? What about social media? Can we find you on social media anywhere? Or
yes, you can find us on Instagram, Kids on Fire Seattle. Instagram.
What about you personally, though? Can we
Yeah,
find you on
personally.
social?
Me. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. King Haha.
Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on
No.
Kick? Are you on Grindr? Are you on Tinder?
I mean, isn't everybody?
I mean, that's true.
Mikey's on Christian Mingle.
Or farmers.com.
Farmers only.
Yep.
Farmers only.
Farmers
Oh,
only.
Farmers only.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
right.
I'm on Instagram,
Oh, shit.
Facebook, Facebook, Instagram. I use our band TikTok account, but yeah.
I tried to actually duet Johnny on some of the Kids on Fire TikToks, but he has the
I
duets
turned
on,
them
so I
on.
can't. Well, now
I don't
that you
know
did,
what's wrong.
now I can.
I'll look at it again. I don't know what's happening.
All right.
Mikey pretty much named everything that we're doing. I guess the only difference is, well, obviously, yeah, we have the TikToks, just Kids on Fire. And then I do tattoos, so you can find me on Instagram on Heartbreaker Tattoos or at Heartbreaker Tattoos.
Or if you're in the Linwood area.
Yes, I'm in the Linwood area. I don't advertise that. I just say outside of Seattle. But
I need to get tattooed by you one of these days.
Please do, man. I will hook you up. Let's do this.
There's something I got in mind, so we got to do it.
Okay, I'm super down. That would be rad.
We got it.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, your turn. Yeah, your turn.
Yeah, Mikey and Johnny pretty much covered it. Like they said, I do most of the booking. So anyone interested in booking, it's just kidsonfirepnw@gmail.com, and or the Facebook page. I'll be the one that's responding to most everything most of the time. Yeah. Other than that, Johnny runs the TikTok for the most part.
We're trying to get better. We're trying to get better.
We're trying.
I want them in more videos.
You know, here's actually something I've learned, and I know Joe has done this too. But like I love the stuff that Johnny's doing with the TikTok, especially like when he does like the cuts and edits, where it's like with the music and everything. Like there was one he did not too long ago. It was the it had the song from Silence of the Lamb, and did the whole but like you did the whole thing, and it worked, and I loved it. And there's also like other things you've done. Like I'm not as successful as Joe is at doing the TikTok stuff, because I've only had a couple of ones go viral, but there's been like a couple of them where I'm like I want to duet this, and I can't. So like once, like I said, if you turn the duets on, especially like when you do your covers, dude, I want to be able to do those with you.
For sure, man. For sure. Yeah. I don't know why it's not working, but yeah, it'd be cool too.
Like, I can show you how to do it too.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Like Mikey doing
some like
acoustic stuff, or like Kevin doing some drum stuff would be cool too. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Also, real quick, so do you guys have any? So I know you guys have the new record coming out. Real quick, are you guys gonna have any new videos or anything coming out for any songs or anything? Or are you guys just kind of waiting for the record to come out?
We will, but I think right now, like we're kind of like in a halt or like standstill position for the minute, because we're waiting for the mixes to come back. But once we start getting closer to like actually putting the record together, I think we'll definitely start planning for all that.
Yeah,
I think the idea is to do a couple single videos.
Have you guys found a bass player yet?
What's that?
No, we start tryouts this week. Through most of this month, through the third week of this month, we are trying out bassists. So if you guys know any Seattle bassists looking for a poppy punk depressed band, then send them our way and we'll set up a tryout.
I was definitely curious if we had some kind of inside information of a new bass player, but
no, not
if
yet.
you don't, you
Not
don't.
yet.
Damn.
All the bass
Actually,
players.
we're gonna curveball. I'm gonna move to bass, and someone else is going to drums.
All right, Globy, chill out. All right, Jesus.
I was gonna say the bass players I know, I'm pretty much playing with all of them. So
Well,
I'm
just
also
like drummers.
playing-
Drummers
yeah.
has been that thing too.
I mean, that's the big problem, right? Most of the time, drummers and bass
It's-
players, they're always
it's
in, like,
either
hot
drummers, Yeah, drummers and bass players. Guitarists, they're always in one band, but bassists and drummers are in like multiple
Well,
different bands.
anybody can play the bass guitar. It's not that hard. So
Hey,
But
I got the trick. I'm gonna attach drumsticks to my hair because I flip it around the whole time, anyways. Play bass with my hands and just play the drums with my hair.
well,
You know what?
a thing Guitar Hero taught me: who needs a bass player when you can have a mini fridge? So you guys don't even need a bass player. all you got to do is just try to turn your bass settings up on your amp, and you're fine, right?
I mean, well, the last like 5 shows that we played with just as a 3-piece.
Yeah.
So
You know what? It honestly, like I've done that a couple of shows with phasers where our bassist couldn't make it, and we played shows where it was literally 2 guitarists and myself, and it worked out. So I mean,
It does.
You know,
There's
but
bands
now
that
I
do it all the damn time, but
honestly,
sometimes that bass just helps.
well, I'll say this: our bassist that we had, I love him to death, but at the time, we worked so much better. Like, but the bassist I have now, if he lived here, actually in Washington, he would probably be in your guys' band. I'm not gonna lie. Like Paul, he's such a good bass player, but you guys will find the right person. Like
that doesn't work.
Like,
We've had
shit,
a Paul
if you guys
already.
want me, I'm just saying. Like,
I mean, I can't make the drive up for practice, but no, I can't be a bass player
Do
anymore.
it virtually.
dude, if you guys had Joe, you guys would all be facial hair brothers. Like,
Hey Joe, you can play bass over streaming Zoom, right? We can just put you on like a laptop.
I'm just kidding, dude. I don't have the proper equipment for play bass. I would need one of you guys to play bass, and I could play a guitar half-ass.
You got a mouth. That's it. Boom, 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 boom.
all you gotta do is play the top string. That's all you gotta do, Joe.
right?
Bass, 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 bass,
I
bass,
have a
bass,
bass.
bass.
I
You
just
know what?
don't have an amp.
Get a keyboard.
You know what though? I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited.
Oh,
Hopefully we can actually get another show going. That's like you guys have been one of my favorite bands to play with. You know, actually we got to play the sweater show.
yeah,
Which was I still Kevin knows this. I still have glitter still, and it's been almost 2 months, and I still have hit glitter, and I don't know who it was from. I don't know if it was from you guys. I don't know if it was from the college radio guys. I don't know if it was from Hilltop Rats.
I think it was from me and Zach from Hilltop Rats from our sweaters.
God, I love Zach. I love Zach so much.
No, actually, thinking about it, I think it was from Parker, because I think I hugged Parker more than I don't know. I think he was one of the only one but it's just I still have it on me, and
I'm still finding tinsel in the randomest places. Like I put something in my my vest pocket that my vest that I wear. I put something in a pocket. It was like I don't know a granola bar or something. Pulled it out, went to take a bite. Fucking piece of tinsel on it last week.
It's a little bit of extra Christmas for you.
sometimes it happens.
I got some extra Christmas for you.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
Glitter is the worst.
On that note, thank you guys. We really appreciate you guys doing this and being a part of this. Can't wait to hear the new stuff when it comes out. I'm super excited. I know Joe is as well. And once it comes out, trust me, me and him will both be playing it either on our TikToks. Johnny, hopefully at some point, me and you will do a duet on there. We'll get some views.
For sure, dude.
Mikey, we got to do a shot of whiskey at some point. Kevin, I just need to give you a big hug next time I see you. So, thank you guys.
I posted on TikTok about this. I posted on TikTok about this, and Hashtag Dylan was like, "Hell yeah, dude! I love those guys." And I was really hoping, we could figure out something with him soon too. So
yeah,
I love
He's
Dylan,
dope.
and I know he loves you guys too.
Oh yeah,
Dylan's
that was
awesome.
great.
Oh yeah, he was the main actor in our like really first high-end video that we put out in 2019.
Oh yeah.
He and his wife Renee.
Oh,
I'll say,
yeah.
it's
Let's
been a
talk about
pleasure talking
tattoo
with
artists
both of
right
you.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
been a pleasure talking with both of y'all. You're driving me to drink because it's 2 weeks in a row I've shotgun seltzer alcohol.
Yeah. Awesome.
And now,
Well,
now you make me want to go find more alcohol in my house, even though I don't drink.
Well, just come on over. I got plenty. There's always beer at my house. Just come on down to Vancouver, guys. We got you. All right, guys.
That's
I'm
where
gonna
I
hit
want to party.
Do you not see this great ass setup I have in here? I'm going to hit it with the outro. Thank you guys for coming in, and
Thank you guys.
I think we need to have a part 2 with Kids on Fire here in the future.
Oh,
because
yeah, man.
Totally.
we didn't get to talk about enough. This hour and 35 was not enough with these guys. All right, guys. I'm going to hit it with the outro.
I'll make sure I get some beer next time.
Oh,
Be
fucking
prepared.
I should have let you know. All right, hit it with the outro. Nice talking to you guys.
Later, dude.
All right. Broadcast is